Hey, what's up everyone? Hafu here, and today I'm so excited because I'm here with Irene, who recently got into Harvard University. Did you always know that you were gonna get into Harvard?
No, I actually wasn't thinking about college applications until junior year.
Really?
So I did not know at all, yeah.
So what are you gonna be studying at Harvard?
I'll be studying, like I said, classics. I'm gonna continue classics, like learning Greek, Latin, and like the culture, and I'm gonna explore psychology, continue music.
What were your grades like in high school?
So my GPA, I did not have a perfect 4.0. I had a 3.97 out of 4.0.
Oh wow, nice, nice. And then what about the SAT?
I had a 1550, but I took it 3 times. So I took it over the course of junior year, and the first time I got a 1400, then a 1430, and a 1550. And that was like the hardest part of my application process because I had to do it on top of worrying about college, on top of keeping grades up in my extracurriculars. And junior year is like a really crucial year for the college process. So
You had a big jump in your third take.
yeah.
Why?
Um, I studied so hard for it, but some tips I think. Well, I did private. I got a private tutor to help me, and it was really helpful because they really pinpointed my weaknesses really well. And also, instead of taking like test after test after test, I tried to recognize like a pattern in the types of questions that I was getting wrong, so that next time when I took the exam, I wouldn't get the same question wrong again. So just like drilling my weaknesses, I think.
How much do you think you study for it? What was your study schedule like?
So much. Well, I crammed a lot. Like I would study like a little before it, but like the week before the exam, I was staying up all night just studying.
Wow.
It was a lot. I studied until like 4 a.m.
4 a.m.?
Gosh, it was stressful. Yeah, yeah, for real.
And then did you take any AP classes?
Yeah, I took the most number of AP classes that I could at my school. So I took 1 in sophomore year, 3 in junior year, and 4 in senior year.
And do you think AP classes are necessary in order to get into Harvard?
I think so, because you want to demonstrate that you're going to challenge yourself and go through a more rigorous course load, because it's better to have rigorous courses and like lower grades than taking all easy classes and having the best grades, because it's not just a GPA that matters, but it's also like what classes you take over the course of high school.
Gotcha. Nice. Did you get into other schools?
I applied early, and Harvard is restrictive early action, meaning you can't apply to private schools. So I applied to BU and UMass Amherst, and I was accepted into those schools, but I'm attending Harvard next year.
So talk about your high school a little bit. What did you do in order to prepare yourself to get into Harvard? Because that's like such a mysterious thing, you know?
Um, I think, well, first of all, for me, the most important thing was just continuing to do what I really wanted to do. And I think it's important to show that you kind of take initiative and go out of your way to pursue what you want to do. So for me, because I knew I wanted to do classics, I tried to get myself involved in a lot of classics related activities. So I found like programs, and I also landed research with a professor at Harvard. And I did so by sending a whole ton of emails to professors in classics departments, and that's how I landed research. So that's also a component of my application to kind of show that I was really passionate about classics and how I kept pursuing it throughout high school.
When you did those extracurriculars, did you do them because you thought in the back of your head that it was going to build your application?
I did it earlier on in high school. So those are the things that I did because I really wanted to.
But did you do things in order to build your application?
No, because that would be wasting time. You know what I mean? Like you want to spend time doing things that you really want to do, because you want your application to truly reflect who you are and what you really enjoy throughout high school.
How do you know what you want to do is good enough for Harvard?
Well, no one knows. For me, I had no idea. I just stuck to what I really wanted to do. And in the end, that really helps you. Like, it's also really luck. But yeah, for me, I just kept doing what I really wanted to do. And that just kind of developed into like a pattern throughout the years. And when you write that in your application, the admission officers will be able to see clearly how passionate you are, you know? Like, it comes through when you just do what you want to do. It just helps you in the end. It's beneficial to you.
Okay, so the end result that they want to see is basically a devotion to your passion. And then pursuing it in a way that's going beyond the surface level.
Yeah, you want to show that you're going to take initiative. You want to show that you're taking advantage of all the resources around you.
That's what Ling Yi said in the last video too. She, despite her circumstances, she didn't have much resources. Yeah. She went out of her way in order to get the opportunities.
It's really important. Yeah.
Gotcha. Nice, nice. So you play flute, right?
Yeah.
Do you have your flute?
Are you gonna make me play? I can. No. Yeah.
Do you have it?
Do you have it?
Would you be willing to play a little bit?
No, I can't. Can I send you like an excerpt?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Because I submitted a portfolio. Should I talk about my portfolio?
Yeah, talk about it. Why not?
I submitted a portfolio and I actually recorded it in a professional studio.
Oh wow.
I got like a really professional recording. It was so expensive, but it was worth it in the end. So that's also a way to demonstrate that you have devoted a lot of time to music. But then a downside is you don't want to record a portfolio if you are not as good because it's easier to say that you're good at it. But if you do a portfolio, you have to prove that you're good at it.
All right, next, Irene is gonna talk about the personal habits that she has and the things that she does on a daily basis, her morning routine, her study routine, that helped her to get into Harvard University because it's all about building habits. What do you think makes you productive?
I like to block out times in my day and devote it to one specific task. I think this is called like the Pomodoro method.
Okay, sure.
Where you do a task for like 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and then move on to the next task. And it's way more efficient and productive than trying to multitask and do like a million different things at once.
All right, so usually how long do you block out?
It depends on the task, I think. So if I'm doing homework, I block out like 4 hours. And if I'm practicing flute, I block out like 1 to 2 hours.
The author Cal Newport also talks about this in Deep Work, where it's called time blocking theory, where you just block out a huge portion of your day devoted to the most important thing. And that's how you get stuff done.
So that you're not distracted by other things.
Do you read books?
Yes, I do, but I only had time to read for my school. Yeah, because I'm taking AP Lit right now. It's a lot of reading.
Gotcha. What is like a unique habit that you have that you think makes you successful?
I like to write things down. So when I was brainstorming for essay ideas, I would write down things I wanted to remember, things I found interesting, and I also wrote down weird dreams just so that I could have it as like an inspiration for my essays, but I ended up not using it. But yeah, I just write things down.
In your phone or like a notebook that you carry around?
In my phone, my notes and reminders, they're all filled.
Do you plan out your day?
No.
No?
Oh, well for...
It's already pretty planned.
I mean, because there's such a set routine in high school, every day, you don't have as much free time like in college. It's like the same thing each day. So it's already kind of planned for you.
What was your daily schedule like?
So school ends at 2:15. After school, I would go to work for like 3 hours, get home at like 6 p.m.-ish, and I would try to do as much homework as I can. And then, because later I would have to go to flute lessons too.
Oh, wow.
So then, go to flute, come back, study.
What time would it be when you come back from flute?
8:30-ish. and then after I shower, eat or whatever, it'll be like 9:30, and then I would finish the rest of my work. That's why I have to be so efficient and quick, because I try to do my homework in school. Also, because I work at the library, if people don't need help, I can just do homework at the desk. So yeah, I just try to get everything done.
When do you usually go to bed?
Between 12 and 2.
It's pretty late.
12 is like the normal bedtime, I think.
Okay, okay. And you wake up at like 7.
I wake up at 6:30.
So you don't get a full 8 hours of sleep?
Oh no.
No.
No. Even now, I don't even sleep 8 hours.
Do you feel tired? Are you sure that's good?
I feel I'm so used to it because I still have online schooling. You know what I mean? So I have to get up at like 8:30.
Do you think your high school was hard?
Yes, it was so hard. It was so stressful. For me, at least. I don't know for anyone else, but personally, it was really, really hard for me. Only because I think I tried so hard to balance my social life, academic life, personal life. I did not like sacrificing one part of my life for another part of my life. It was hard, but it wasn't as burdensome because I really did those things because I really liked it. So it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I would never do it again. But it was still difficult because it was tiring.
So you had friends?
Yes, I had friends. I had friends.
So you hung out with your friends?
Yeah, of course. I always made time because, as I said, I don't want to sacrifice one part of my life for another part of my life. So I did not neglect my friends or my family. So yeah, we would always go out and hang out.
Did your parents push you to go to Harvard? Because Asian parents, they always want the best.
No, my parents did not at all, actually. My dad didn't really care. And my mom, she didn't push me at all. She would never get angry if I didn't get a good grade or something. She would just be like, oh, it's okay, just do your best. So she wasn't like a really strict, like scary big mom.
So you were
and that was really supportive.
Right. So you were self-motivated.
Yeah. I think also because high school is really competitive because everyone's working towards like the same goal of getting into college. So I was really motivated by my peers because everyone's just like working really hard and they're like, oh, I want to go to this school. So then I would feel like the urge to study hard and get my application done. And I also just wanted to be a good daughter by getting into a good school,
What was their reaction when you got your acceptance letter?
My mom cried, but she was more happy about my SAT score than me getting into Harvard.
Really?
Yeah, because she was like, oh my gosh, you have no hope. Because I had such like low scores for Ivy Leagues. And then my dad didn't believe me. He thought I said like Hartford University or something. He didn't believe me.
Some like knockoff Harvard. What was your reaction?
I was so scared because the day that I got the decision, I was supposed to be like all prepared, sitting at my desk. I was gonna open it at 7 p.m. But my friend was over at my house, and she was supposed to leave at like 6 p.m. But her mom didn't come until 7 p.m. So I was a mess, and I didn't get ready. And at like 7:10, I was just sitting there, and I was so scared. And I didn't mean to open it, but I accidentally opened it. So I saw the result, and I started crying.
Wow. Did you record a reaction video?
No, I didn't. I was too scared.
Oh my
I
god.
felt like it would be so heartbreaking to watch it if I didn't get it.
That would be top-notch content.
Yeah, I know. Kind of regret it. Yeah.
Do you procrastinate at all?
I used to, but not anymore because every time I get an assignment, I set it up. Like if it's a writing prompt for an essay, I write like ideas down or like a few sentences down so that later when I get back to it, I have something to work with and I'm not just starting from scratch. So it's more motivating that way. So I don't procrastinate that much.
Out of everything, what do you think is like the most important habit for you in order to be a successful student?
Just doing what you like.
Okay.
And keep pursuing what you like, going out of your way, taking initiative to do what you want to do. Like for me, people judged me because I wanted to do classics, because people don't like Latin that much. I think it's hard, I think it's boring, and not a lot of people do it. But I wasn't really swayed by what they thought. I kept pushing through with it, and I took Latin for all of my high school career. Yeah.
What we learned here is that we gotta screw the haters, because dreams only come true for those who dare to dream. Once you get into Harvard University, what do you want to do? Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
Well, I want to continue working with students, so I wanted to become like a teacher or a professor. And I'm sure that Harvard definitely has a lot of resources, professors, upperclassmen that can give me information and insight on what I can do.
Mm-hmm. Is that your big dream, to become a professor?
Yeah. I really like working with students, so.
What do you want to teach?
Whatever I end up learning in college. Well, classics.
Nice. How'd you find my videos?
My friend actually recommended it.
Really?
Yeah, and I binge watched a lot of your videos in like 2 days.
What was your favorite one?
My favorite ones were your advice to the freshmen, because it's better going into college, like knowing some information about what to avoid and what to do. It was definitely really helpful.
What's the most important takeaway for you?
It was to take in more than I need and drop them if I don't need them anymore.
There we go, just drop the ones you don't like. What is your one piece of advice for the 60,000 other subscribers who have a big dream just like you?
Well, I want to say that you can do it too, because as I said, I wasn't thinking about my college applications until junior year, and all I did was I really just pursued what I really enjoy, and in the end it's really good for you because it makes your application process way easier, more fun to write, and less burdensome. And also to not waste time doing things that other people are doing just for the sake of doing it, and that grades are not everything. Like, I had to be on my report card, but it was not the end of the world like I thought it would be, because perfect scores and all that doesn't guarantee your acceptance. It's really like colleges are looking for people who are really determined to like do something. And lastly, I don't think it's possible to document your entire life in just like a packet of papers. So in the end, I think you should do what makes you happy, do your best, and be proud of yourself.
That's awesome. And you have a big life ahead of you. You have a YouTube channel that you're starting too, right? What is it?
Well, I only have one video, but it's Bored Irene.
And you're gonna make more vlogs at Harvard?
Yeah, I will.
Awesome. Everyone go follow her at Bored Irene. I'll put it up on the screen right here. Can you tell them to hit that big fat thumbs up button? Do it like how you did it in your video. Hit that big thumbs up button.
I said give it a fat thumbs up. Give it a fat thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below.
And turn on notifications too. I just want to thank you for motivating everyone who's watching and motivating me to keep pursuing my dreams. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck, everyone.
And before you go, if you're a high school student applying to college soon, there is a huge portion, like 15 minutes of this interview that I left out because last time not that many people watched. But if you are interested, she talked in depth about some essay writing tips, the structure she used for her Common Apps, and she went into details about her extracurriculars. So if you are interested in that, click the link in the description below, join my email list. I will send you a private link to that video. Because let's be honest, most people are not going to watch that. But there are a couple, and I made it for you. My name is Hafu Go. I'll see you in the next video. Peace!